You know, if I could have my heart's desire,
Bless him, Lord.
it wouldn't be all the riches
No.
that this world could offer me.
Bless him, Lord.
I could really, really give a flip if I ever seen my name in lights.
No.
I don't care if my name's spoken over TV or a movie screen. All I really want is this more of Him today.
Amen.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
I feel such a burning inside this morning.
Yes.
A longing, a hunger,
Hallelujah.
just to be in the presence of Almighty God.
Oh, yes.
Let's just bow our heads just a moment. Holy Father, I ask you to come into this place this morning. Honor us, Almighty God, with your presence, Lord. We don't seek your gifts today, God. But we seek you. We desire you.
Yes.
Not what we might gain, not what we might get, but Lord, just you, just your presence.
Yes.
I ask you, Lord, that you would honor us this morning with your presence in this place. I ask you, God, to come and minister to every individual in this building. You see the need in their life. You see the desire in their life. I'm asking you, God, to come fulfill every desire. And let that desire, Lord, be most of all just to be in your presence,
Yes.
my God. If you love Him, give Him a hand clap of praise.
Praise
He'll
the Lord.
love you. He is good. He is so
Praise
very
the Lord.
good.
Yes.
Again, this morning I asked you to use your imagination with me a little bit. Let's imagine that we've just left Galilee and we're in a boat with Jesus. And we're sailing plumb across the Sea of Galilee to the other shore. And Jesus is leading the way, and He's giving directions for where the boat's going. And we don't fully understand why we're going where we're going. But we know He has a reason. We know He has a purpose. So we're going along and we're anticipating something to happen. And we sail plumb across the Sea of Galilee to the other shore. And as we're nearing that other shore, there's a little bit of land that's jutting out from all the rest of the land there. And we wonder, why is He going here? Why has He picked this place to go to? And it gets closer and closer to the shore. We look and there's no grass on this shore. There's only rock and tombs and death and dying. It's a graveyard. There's no life in it. And we're wondering, why is He going here? Why did He pick this place to go to? When we could have went to any city around, why are we in a place of the dead and dying? A place of depression where no hope is. But He's on a mission. He's going there for a reason.
Yes.
And as we pull the boat up to the shore, we're perplexed. It seems that there's nobody here. And all of a sudden there's a blood-curdling scream and a howl and a growl and moaning coming from up among the tombs. And we don't fully grasp what's going on. But there's something there moving among the dead. There's something there moving among the tombs.
Yes.
And we wonder what type of beast could be living here among the dead. Surely it's not human. It didn't sound human. It sounded more animal than human. And we catch a glimpse of something moving in the distance. screaming, howling, moaning, groaning in such deep pain.
Yes. Bless him, Lord.
And Jesus starts walking up the hill towards it. And we follow. And there, all of a sudden, it appears. It's on two legs. It looks like it might have been a man at some time. The first thing we notice is he's naked. He has no clothes on. There's pieces of chain hanging off of his arms. There's pieces of chain hanging around his feet. His body is mangled and cut and bruised all over. He's foaming at the mouth. He's moaning. David, such a low moan. Oh, such pain, such torment, such hurt.
Yeah.
Then he begins to speak. He said, Jesus, Son of the Most High God, have you come to torment me? He's so possessed, so broken down, that there's no hope for him. Jesus asked him, what's your name? He says, Legion. For I am possessed by many, many demons.
Yes.
I can see him as his heart's breaking. He don't want to be in that condition. He don't want to be where he's at. He has no control.
No.
Have you come to torment me? Please don't send me to the abyss. Please don't send us to the abyss. There's a herd of pigs on the hill. Can we go into that? Jesus cast the demons out.
Yes.
Notice the change that's happened to this man. He's no longer foaming at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there with a clear mind, David. And not only has his mind been cleared, his body's been cleared. He's totally healed. His spirit has been healed. Jesus, so get some clothes and put on him. He's fully clothed. So that change happened because Jesus came into his
Amen.
life. It made a change that was permanent. It was a total change. We're going to read from Luke 8, 26 through 33. And they sailed to the region of the Gergesenes, which is opposite Galilee. When he got out on land, a demon-possessed man from the town met him. For a long time he had worn no clothes and did not stay in a house, but in the tombs. When he saw Jesus, he cried out, fell down before him, and said in a loud voice, what do you have to do with me, Jesus, you Son of the Most High God? I beg you, don't torment me. For he had commanded the unclean spirits to come out of the man. Many times it had seized him. And though he was guarded, bound by chains and shackles, he would snap the restraints and be driven by the demon into deserted places. What is your name? Jesus asked him. Legion, he said. Because many demons had entered in him, and they begged him not to banish them to the abyss. A large herd of pigs were there, feeding on the hillside. The demons begged him to be permitted them to enter into the pigs, and he gave them permission. The demons come out of the man, entered the pigs, and the herds rushed down the steep banks into the lake and drowned. Let's take a real close look at this man this
Bless
morning.
him, Lord.
This man is demon-possessed. He is no longer in control of anything. His body is controlled by demons. He can't make one step, Rick, without being guided by a demon. I imagine he walks around stiff-like.
Yeah.
He has no control of his body. Whatever he wants to do, he can't do. His body is totally controlled. His mind is totally controlled. He has no thought of his own anymore. There's so many demons in him, and they're continually hounding and tormenting him. He stands and he howls and he makes animal noises. Even his spirit is controlled by the devil. He has no control.
Yes.
Just look closer. He's stripped naked. He has no clothes on. Just a little bit of chain hanging here and there. See, the first thing that the devil does when he comes to take control of you is he strips you. He strips you of your self-will. He strips you of what little bit of pride you had. He strips you of any friends you've had. Anything that's good, you're stripped of. You no longer have that. Any good thought that you might have had, it's gone.
Yes.
Any pleasant thing that you could imagine, it's gone. You're stripped down to nothing. Even if you had a thought that might have slipped in, try to do good, try to do better, he squashes it down. You have no control. That's how this man was. Totally controlled by demons. He couldn't make a move without them. They only let him eat when they decided he would eat. They kept him in a weakened condition. This man was very destructive. He was destructive to anybody that came around him. He would pick up rocks, I can imagine, and throw at them. He would do anything, scream, shout, anything to get them out of the way. The demons didn't want anybody there but him. They were in total control. He was destructive to himself. He would take those rocks and just pound his flesh, beat him, cut him, until he was pouring blood. He had no control. He was depressed.
Yeah.
He had no happy thoughts. No good memories. Nothing to look back on. Everything was wiped out. All he had was demons controlling him. No comfort. Nobody to tell him it's all right.
No.
No hope for a better day. No hope that tomorrow would be better. He was detached. Separated. You ever felt detached? When you have nothing that you can relate to. That's how he was. He could not relate to mom and dad, sister and brother. All he could see was demons. He was totally controlled. He was defiant. When you get to the point that you're that demon possessed, all you want to do is curse God. You see nothing good in anything. He was diseased. His mind was consumed. It was the most terrible situation that anybody could be in. Your mind not working anymore. You don't even care if you're naked. You don't care what you do. His body was diseased. After demons is in your body for a while, it begins to waste away. You ever been around demon-possessed people? Not a pretty picture.
No.
Your body wastes away. Your spirit wastes away. But Jesus come to him. He had a purpose. He come to him and he healed him. He's made him totally whole. His mind, his body, his spirit, everything. Everything about him. The Bible says that he was clothed and his right mind sitting next to Jesus.
Amen.
See, when Jesus comes on the scene, everything changes.
Amen.
Everything. Now, if you're here this morning And maybe some of us have got the pity party going. Poor little me. Nothing's working. It's wrecking. Nobody understands me. Oh, I feel so bad. Why does everybody hate me? Why don't anybody like me anymore? Why does everything that I try to do fail? Let me tell you something. Whatever condition that we're in here this morning, it pales when compared to this demon-possessed man.
Yes.
I don't care how sick you are, what a bad disease you are, how troubled you are, how aggravated you are, how fearful you are, how scared. It can't compare to what this demon-possessed man was going through. Jesus came to him. The worst, I think one of the worst cases in the whole Bible. And he totally fixed everything that was wrong with him.
Amen.
If you're here this morning, whatever problem you may have, my God is able to fix whatever it is. He's able to fix anything that's wrong. Whether it's demons, whether it's a physical problem, a spiritual problem, a mental problem, any problem. Maybe it's a friend problem. Nobody likes you. My God is able to fix all of that. Dot, you and Brian. I'm going to ask you this morning to think about whatever's bothering you. And we all have things that bother us. Sometimes it's things we don't like to talk about. It's things we'd like to keep buried way back there somewhere. Why not this morning bring it to Jesus? And just let Him take care of it. And after this song, David, after this song, I would like everybody to come up, and if we got a problem, let's let the Lord fix it. And I would like to have a special prayer for Maitland this morning.
Now is the time to worship. Now is the time to give your heart. Come, just as you are to worship. Just as you are to give your heart. Come. One day every tongue will confess you are God. One day every knee shall bow. Still greatest treasure remains for those who gladly choose you now. Now is the time to worship. Come. Now is the time to it's time to come. Before you go, it has to be one-on-one. That's the way God does. When he came to that man that was demon-possessed, he was there in the tomb alone, and Jesus came to him one-on-one. When the woman was sitting at the well that day, she was alone, and he said, he came to minister to her, and her whole life was changed. God's coming to us right now one-on-one, each and every one of us here.
Amen.
He's coming one-on-one. It's time to come. It's time to worship. It's time to get our joy back, our peace, our love. Things that's been lost a long time ago. It's time to get it back. Because God is here right now.
Amen.
Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day of healing. Why put it off? Why wait? There's no time like the present to make everything good, to make everything right. And I choose today, and I choose now. And I hope everybody in here does.
Amen.
Amen.
Praise the Lord.
We'll have a prayer for Malin.
Yes.
Becky, before we go, we talked about how concerned him. Becky has been a lot of stuff. Everybody come on up. Malin's in a situation where